Thanks, Annual. New at noon, a Fayetteville man is dead after police say he was hit by a car last night. It happened on North Gregg Avenue and Quality Lane just before 6:30. Now, investigators say 35-year-old Maxwell Henson crossed the roadway in front of a Honda Civic. The incident is still under investigation. Also new at noon, 5 News is learning a Hinesville man was killed 3 days after Christmas when he was hit by a truck. Arkansas State Police say it happened along US 412 and James Acres Road. Investigators say David Thomas walked into the roadway and was hit. Thomas was 57 years old.
This person is either completely asleep or passed out.
Troopers in Oklahoma say this video shows something they've never seen before. It started when OHP responded to calls about a slow-moving car on the highway. The driver appeared slumped over the wheel. The SUV was going about 40 miles per hour and drifting between lanes. After failed attempts to get the driver's attention, troopers used a tactical maneuver to stop the vehicle. The driver was cited for inattention and told troopers he worked a nearly 20-hour shift. Investigators don't know how the car maintained its speed because they don't believe the cruise control was on. And dozens of customers in Springdale are still without power this afternoon after police say a car crashed into an electric pole earlier today. Police say officers responded to the accident on Highway 412 in Springdale around 5 a.m. We first brought you breaking news on 5 News this morning when it left hundreds of people without power. Now, authorities say a vehicle hit an electric pole, triggering widespread power outages in the area. SWEPCO crews were on scene working to restore service. The driver was taken to a local hospital. And check this out. A small plane had to make an emergency landing on an Arkansas highway. It happened in Garland County near AR-5 and AR-7 roundabout. Fortunately, the sheriff's office says everyone is okay and didn't get hurt, but the plane narrowly missed power lines. And Little Rock police are investigating the death of an 8-month-old baby as a homicide. Police arrested 23-year-old Erin Sauls. Investigators say she was operating a home daycare. She's charged with 1 count of capital murder. An arrest report says Little Rock police found the child in the home not breathing. It states Sauls admitted to police the child was injured during a diaper change. The baby was taken to a hospital where she later died.
Oh, this is so hard to process right now. Like, I never wanted to send my baby to daycare. I was always afraid. And it's like, you can't trust anybody. You can't.
Sauls pleaded not guilty in district court. Her next hearing is scheduled for February. And a fire tore through a bar at a ski resort in the Swiss Alps during New Year celebrations. As Kamal Afzali reports, tragically dozens of people are presumed.
Social media footage shows revelers ringing in the new year at a popular ski resort in the Swiss Alps. Less than 2 hours before, fire ripped through a well-known bar there, turning celebration into tragedy. In addition to those presumed dead, police say about 100 more people were injured, most of them seriously.
You could see the orange, yellow, red.
This man was on his way to the bar when the fire broke out. He said bystanders helped get the injured to safety.
The main, problem was the temperature shock from the heat inside to the cold outside. So one of the priorities was to get everyone warm.
Authorities say it's too early to establish the cause of the fire. 2 witnesses tell a French broadcaster they saw lit candles on top of champagne bottles, some of which were held up, setting fire to the wooden ceiling. Forensic tents were outside the scene as authorities work to identify the victims. Foreign nationals are expected to be among them, as the Crans-Montana ski resort is popular with tourists. Kamal Afzali, CBS News, London.
Government officials say the number of injured is so high the intensive care unit at the regional hospital is at full capacity. They're asking skiers to be extra careful in the coming days to avoid accidents that could require medical attention while the hospital is overwhelmed. And new state laws are going into effect in Arkansas, including one eliminating the 0.125% sales tax on most grocery items. That includes meat, produce, bread, and other staples under the Grocery Tax Relief Act. The Arkansas Grocers and Retail Merchants Association estimates the change could save shoppers between $10 and $12 million statewide each year. And Arkansas is among several states that will stop allowing SNAP benefits from paying for junk food. The cut here is in July. Meg Oliver looks at other states where it's starting today.
Giving up junk food may sound like a New Year's resolution, but for some SNAP recipients, it will soon be the law. On New Year's Day, 5 states will prohibit items such as soft drinks or candy from being purchased through SNAP. By the fall of 2026, that will balloon to 18 states.
It's about nutrition, and there's no nutrition in these products. We shouldn't be paying for them with taxpayer money.
The move is part of the government's Make America Healthy Again initiative, designed to reduce obesity and chronic diseases like diabetes.
We all agree that we want people to have opportunities to have healthier foods.
Stephanie Silvera is a public health professor at Montclair State University.
This sounds like a good thing, but is there a risk to this as well?
Of course, we don't have a good definition of what do we actually mean by ultra-processed foods, right? Where are we drawing those lines?
Hawaii's limits apply to just soft drinks, Indiana to soda and candy, and South Carolina to candy, energy drinks, soft drinks, and sweetened beverages. One South Carolina shopper favors the ban.
I used to buy candy all the time, and then we'd run out of food sometimes.
But Silvera is concerned it could make the problem worse.
If what we're simply doing is cutting access to those foods without also providing better access or more affordable access to healthy foods, we're going to see a lot more people go hungry.
Meg Oliver, CBS News, New York.